And Judge, the last case on my calendar for today that I have is Anthony DeBoos.
We are on the record in 2023 TR 2777, State of Kansas versus Anthony DeBoos. Devin Canfield for the state, the defendant in person, and with counsel Darren Patterson.
Your Honor, if I may.
Well, I'm not finding his file. It must not have caught up with the quick turnaround. So go ahead.
Your Honor, I did talk with Mr. DeBoos. I would tell the court that the sum of the conversation, or I guess the end of it, is that he is asking to represent himself. I would, in review of case law, Judge, State v. Collins, 257 Can 408.
This right here is where it all starts, the quiet before the storm. The attorney's trying to do his job, explaining that the defendant wants to represent himself. But anyone who's watched these cases before knows that phrase, represent myself, usually turns into a sovereign citizen showdown.
Judge, I can report we did have a very long conversation concerning the law, and I can tell a court there was just a difference of opinion about it. But that's as much as I can tell a court.
I object. For the record, I am not representing myself, and I did not accept your forced appointment of Mr. Patterson onto myself. I am not representing myself. I am in propria persona as age of majority, handling my legal affairs as I need to, which is, again, as Mr. Patterson said, retain and attain my rights, and I shall not be abrogated from them. And I recuse Mr. Patterson from being a public defender for me.
And there it is. The magic words. I'm not representing myself. I'm in propria persona. That's the sovereign citizen's favorite way to say, I reject your reality and substitute my own. The judge and attorney both know what's coming, but they're staying calm. You can almost see the eye roll in their voices.
There we go. All right, Mr. DeBoos, you're charged, as you may recall, with operating a motor vehicle without a valid license in Butler County, Kansas on August 17 of 2023. You were also charged in count 2 with operating a motor vehicle without registration or with expired tags on that same date, as well as in count 3, operating a motor vehicle without proof of liability insurance on August 17th of 2023. So again, that's no driver's license, no tag or registration, and no insurance.
I object before we move forward.
And under Kansas law, if you're going to operate a motor vehicle on Kansas roadways or federal highways or county highways, you are agreeing to follow the law that you will have a driver's license, have a licensed tagged car, and that you will have insurance on that car. Now, if you do not want to have counsel, I'll have Mr. Patterson, I'll ask that he be.
This part's crucial because it exposes the irony. The judge is talking about a simple traffic case. No license, no registration, no insurance. 3 basic requirements every driver knows. Yet the defendant's turning this into a constitutional crisis. It's like bringing a law book to a fender bender.
Stand by. At this time, you want to represent yourself. You say you don't want to represent yourself, but you can't have it all ways. You have to either have counsel or represent yourself. So you don't want Mr. Patterson, is that, or other counsel, is that correct?
Hold on, I object. This needs to be addressed first. Can Mr. Regier please show himself on the record in person for this matter?
Mr. Patterson, humor the defendant, or Mr. Regier, why don't you, for the humor of the defendant, show your picture, turn your screen on. I assume you're the one that charged the document. There you go. That's Jared Regier, the prosecutor.
This moment cracks me up every time. The defendant demands that the prosecutor show himself. And instead of arguing, the judge just says, for the humor of the defendant, turn your camera on. That's pure courtroom comedy gold. Calm judicial trolling at its finest.
Comprehend it, and you don't want the attorney.
I need to know, for the record, the nature of the charges. Who is the person or individual bringing the verified complaint as a sworn affidavit against myself or the accused legal entity?
As you made that clear, Mr. Jared Regier, you are the one that filed that affidavit, correct?
Your Honor, I'm looking at the information in this case. It does appear to include my name in the opening paragraph of the information.
All right, and I've already told you the nature of the charges. I've explained those to you both at the last hearing and this one. No driver's license is a B misdemeanor. If convicted, you could get 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. No tag is an unclassified misdemeanor. If convicted, you could get a $2,500 fine, or you could get a sentence 30 days to 6 months. And the no insurance as a B misdemeanor, it has a minimum fine of $300.
I verbally motion right now for the affidavit to be produced on the record of the sworn affidavit to be produced on the record for the verified complaint.
Well, there are rules of procedure, and if you want to review the statutes, if you're going to represent yourself, I would suggest you do so, because those rules of procedure will tell you how to get that. Now, do you want a trial? That is, do you want to plead not guilty to these charges and proceed with a trial at a future date?
I need to know on the record what jurisdiction this trial is going to be in. Article 3, equity. Article 2, maritime, military tribunal, or Article 1, Admiralty maritime law.
This will be under the jurisdiction of the state of Kansas, the District Court, 13th Judicial District. Someone had a comment?
Your Honor, I was just going to say that as Mr. DeBoos had.
Now the tone shifts. The defendant's throwing around big legal phrases like affidavit, verified complaint, and jurisdiction. But the problem isn't vocabulary, it's understanding. The judge keeps explaining, patiently, that if you want documents, you file a motion. This is Law School 101. But to a sovereign citizen, everything is a hidden conspiracy.
Very clear on the record. And if this does go to trial, I retain and claim the Article 3 equity court, and I demand a trial by jury, grand jury of 12 jurors.
Well, you're going to get a trial under Kansas law of 6 jurors for a misdemeanor, not 12. And you're to put request in writing too.
All
okay. You're going to put that in writing
criminal
too.
Courts are federal, and this court is federal incorporated.
No, it's not.
Under the United
Sir,
States
you're totally out of order. Sir, you're saying things you don't know what you apparently don't know what they mean. They don't belong in this court. I'm going to set this. Counsel, any objection to setting this for jury trial? He has not properly made demand for jury trial.
Not by the state, Your Honor.
All right, we'll set this for jury trial. You must appear February 5th.
Here comes the climax. He demands an Article 3 equity court and a grand jury of 12 jurors. But Kansas traffic law doesn't work that way. The judge even tells him, for misdemeanors, it's 6 jurors, not 12. And when the defendant insists the court is federal incorporated, the judge finally snaps. That's when patience meets the breaking point.
A lot of law to learn. because you're way out there in left field, as the cliche goes, and you're looking at some state matters. You're in District Court of the state of Kansas, the 13th Judicial District. And if you're going to represent yourself, there are rules of procedure for this court that you need to familiarize yourself with, rather than those that you're trying to draw upon from who knows what source. So I'll note any objections you have. You can
Okay.
preserve them for your right to appeal, but those are the trial dates and pretrial dates that you have before you.
Again, I object because I need to know the nature of this, whether it is common equity or it is admiralty for the jurisdiction.
I've told you the jurisdiction, sir.
No,
and
you
that's
have
all
not.
we're
I
going to
object
say on
and
that.
show on the record that the
Objection
judge
noted.
has not showed the jurisdiction and the nature of it.
For the final time, this is in the 13th Judicial District, the District Court of Kansas, and this is a traffic proceeding involving 2 misdemeanor crimes. And will be anything. Is there anything else we need to address, Mr. Canfield, from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Canfield. Thank you, Mr. Patterson and Mr. DeBoos. That will be all until February 5th, unless counsel or defense files any motions that need to be set for hearing prior to that date. So,
Thank you.
Mr. DeBoos, you may go at this time.
This ending says it all. The judge calmly but firmly reclaims control, defining jurisdiction one last time and ending the hearing. The defendant keeps objecting, still stuck in a world where legal fiction beats legal fact. And that's the tragedy here. When people fall down the sovereign citizen rabbit hole, they stop fighting their case and start fighting reality. The law isn't the enemy, misunderstanding it is.